28th of January 2023, Terry Hollands makes a comeback. One last time, we're going to see Terry Hollands compete at Britain's Strongest Man. So, Auntie Liz, Terry Hollands has put it out there. He's going to compete at Britain's Strongest Man 2023. Same reasons that I want to make a comeback and do the Masters show. He wants to compete in front of his son, Zach. I totally understand that choice. And I think, Terry's always going to be a danger to any athlete, particularly at the Britain's Strongest Man competitions. He's looking fit, healthy. I spoke to him and he's kind of put on about 20 kilos since his bodybuilding comp. I think recently he pulled 380 kilos. So that strength is clearly coming back very quickly. I know from being at the team comp and speaking to him, both of us we really enjoyed the atmosphere of the Giants live show, and I totally get why he wants to do it. So, good luck to Terry. He is a freak of nature, and I'm sure he's going to do really, really well in this competition. Hopefully get lots of bums on seats as well. The one thing I do want to address, and I want to kind of put out there, is I hope Giants Live still offer one or two upcoming British athletes a spot to compete at Britain's Strongest Man. The likes of Ryan Bennett, who won England's Strongest Man, same competition that Shane Flowers won a few years ago, and he was allowed to go to Britain's Strongest Man from that, and we know how well he's done since then. So I'm hoping the Giants Live team, as amazing it is to have the legends like Terry Hollands, Mark Felix, myself, whoever, we've got to give those opportunities to the up-and-coming British guys as well. So I'm hoping that the Giants Live team will invite one or two extras as well. But what are your thoughts on Terry competing? How do you think the big man can do?
Yeah, well, a few things just based off of what you said. I think the good thing about Giants Live as a whole, but Britain's Strongest Man especially, they tend to have quite a flexible lineup anyway, because we've had 12, 14, we've had big lineups at Britain's before, and I'm sure they will, add Terry as an extra, and, it's not like he's going to be taking an opportunity away from an upcoming guy. So I don't think that's anything to worry about. But yeah, speaking to Terry, bless him, because he's just done his bodybuilding, and then it's like, you put the extra weight back on, so now he's not as lean as he was, he's not as strong as he was when he was competing in Strongman, and Terry's an athlete. He needs some sort of focus for his training, and this will be it for him.
And I totally understand that.
Yeah.
And what I'm like. I need a goal. Yeah. Terry's exactly the same. He's going to need a goal and a focus. And as I have Alexa, who loves coming to watch me in the gym and watching Strongman on TV, Zach, his son, hasn't really had the opportunity to watch Terry properly. Certainly not compete in a live big arena. So I think it's going to be an amazing opportunity. Chances are at the moment the Stoltmans haven't said whether they're going to compete in Britain's Strongest Man or not.
We don't know the full lineup.
If the Stoltmans don't do it, Terry suddenly, if he's in shape, becomes very dangerous.
Yeah, obviously event dependent, so that athletes, the athletes know what they're training for Britain's Strongest Man, don't they? It's not officially been announced by Giants Live yet, but it will be interesting to see how Terry could place in this show. I do feel that with the right set of events, he could definitely be top 5 at Britain's Strongest Man. So it will be interesting. I think Terry could do well. He came at a lighter weight a few years ago. I want to say 2019, I think it was. But he was much lighter and he did very well at that competition. So with renewed focus and, Terry's work ethic has gone up a lot since then, I feel. I do feel Terry works a lot harder in the gym. Maybe I'm crazy, than he used to.
He's certainly changed the way he approaches everything. His diet is so much better. He's changed lifestyle habits, and he's gone from being probably, in my opinion, one of the most talented athletes on the planet when he was in his prime, but maybe not pushing himself as hard as he could. Now he doesn't have that ability that he once had, but he works so much harder to make up for it. It's very difficult when you're coming back. My honest opinion of how he does, he'll either do really, really well or he'll get hurt.
Oh, okay.
And that's the sad reality for guys like myself and Terry. I've looked at how I plan my training to come back into Strongman, and I think I need a long build-up. And I think sometimes when we try and go up and down, in terms of level, that can be risky.
Very quickly, can't you?
That's the sacrifice. Someone like Terry, myself, we do have this ability to put strength on very quickly once we get focused. but that comes with risks as well.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be amazing to watch. I know lots of people are excited to see Terry, myself included. I think he's really going to mix things up with the likes of Adam Bishop coming back from injury. Hicksley's looking really focused. Luke Richardson's looking like his training's going really well. There's the up and coming guys. Obviously, you've got Gav Bilton, Pyro Dwyer, Shane Flowers coming back, plus, others.
We don't know about the Stoltmans yet.
We don't know about the Stoltmans.
Interesting.
But I do hope Giants Live also look at a few new up-and-coming British athletes, because that's what we need. We need these new guys being pulled along by the likes of Terry, Mark Felix, Eddie Hall, myself, whoever from the past, the Stoltmans, and we need that opportunity for this new breed, new batch of athletes. Because the hard thing is with Britain's Strongest Man, whoever you put in as a new guy, the reality is they're not going to win. I mean, look at Shane when he did his first Brits, he really struggled. Came back literally a few months later, and he did really well. That first comp for these guys is tough. It's a learning experience. There's a lot to take in, but getting that experience means so much and can really help them as they develop in their careers. So that's, all I'm saying is amazing that Terry's doing this, but please, Giants Live, make sure you invite one or two up-and-coming guys as well, because we want those new athletes to be pushing forwards to maybe World's Strongest Man in a few years' time. We will, of course, bring you official lineups and the events once Giants Live release them. But in the meantime, where can people get tickets if they want to come and watch Britain's 2023?
Tickets are available from the Giants Live website. I will include a link in the description below. Like you said earlier, it's on the 28th of January. It's not that long away.
It's not at all.
It will be here before we know it. Then the 2023 season will then well and truly kick off, because it's a jam-packed first half of the year, isn't it? It's going to be intense. But we would love to see lots of you there. We will be there, of course, because we are big Strongman fans.
Guys, comment below. Are you excited to see Terry Hollands back one last time? I'm sure Zach is going to love it. Also, who do you think should be invited to Britain's Strongest Man as well? I'm heavily pushing for Ryan Bennett, because he won England's Strongest Man. He's done well in a few other shows this year. I think he's the guy that deserves it, but there's others as well that should be in contention. Comment below, let your voices known, like, share and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you guys soon. Take care.